back to the program Power to Unite with Elvira. Part 2 na po ito ng ating magandang conversation with the Philippine Ambassador to Thailand, none others than Ambassador Millicent Paredes. Nakita po ninyo sa part 1 natin, bitin di ba? Kasi napakalawak po ang field ng isang ambassador. O sabihin natin mga diplomat. It's not only our country, but to other countries, they also share the same experience that she has. No? Ano kaya ngayon ang pag-uusapan namin? Siya po abangan niyo sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite with Elvira. Thank you, Ambassador Tinta, no? Tinta.
Yes, that's my nickname.
Yeah. So, Ambassador Millicent Paredes, that's too formal. Anyway, I'm so happy to learn, you know, how you were able to work it out, combine career and family life with the help of your family, with the help of your faith, di ba? Then you also mentioned sa part 1 na interview niyo na bawat embassy o ambassador, consul na assign sa isang bansa, may kanya-kanyang challenge, right? Iba-iba. That's why, kahit na ambassador ka, yung title is not that important. It's what you receive, yung mga reports, and what you can do. You have to be on your toes. May tatawag, di ba? Di ba? It's really true, napakahirap. But, what will you advise, no? Kasi, aside from yung mga nangyayari dito sa bansa, what makes you enjoy? Mukhang nag-i-enjoy ka rin sa
yes, well, because in order for me to be effective, I have to like what I'm doing. Hindi pwede na maiinis ako kasi mas gusto ko sana ito na lang ang gagawin ko, pero ang problema ang dadating ganito. No. Kami pong mga diplomats, we've been trained to really, first and foremost, uphold the interest of the country. So paano po ba natin ina-uphold ang interest ng country? Unang-una, security. Pangalawa, economic diplomacy. Pangatlo, assistance to nationals. Yan po ang tatlong pillars ng Philippine foreign policy. So, sa aspetong ito, sa lahat ng nangyayari sa amin sa araw-araw, ito parati ang nasa isip namin, paano ba kami makakatulong sa bansa?
Yes.
Not necessarily dito sa Thailand, kundi kahit nasaan kami. Kahit minsan nga, nagbabakasyon pa kami.
Tatawagin, no?
Malalaman nila na taga-DFA pala ako or ito pala ang line of work ko, then tatanungin nila ako kung paano. So, no, we are always ready to help our fellow Filipinos. Not only our fellow Filipinos, but also other nationalities na nangangailangan ng tulong ng isang Pilipino. Just to give you the example, nung ako'y consul sa New York,
Yes.
My husband and I would attend, for example, a function of the Filipino community there. Pag nalaman nila halimbawa na ang asawa ko ay abogado pala, nako, magkukonsulta na sila sa asawa ko ng mga legal challenges sila, mga legal problems sila. And of course, my husband would give them legal advice for free.
Yes,
At minsan, nag-goodbye kami, 30 minutes after, nandun pa rin kami kasi nag-aabiso pa ang asawa ko sa mga Pilipino. So the same way here, I will share with you a story na ang ating bilateral relations with Thailand, for example, is not only state to state, government to government, but more importantly, it's people to people.
Yes.
So as early as when I was 7 or 8 years old, my father, whom I mentioned already, he was a professor of the University of the Philippines College of Engineering. When I was 7 or 8 years old, he introduced to the family his Thai student at the College of Engineering. At itong estudyanteng ito, nung mga panahon na yon, maraming Thai citizens ang pumupunta sa Pilipinas para mag-aral.
Mag-aral, yes.
Dahil gusto nila matuto mag-English, advance ang ating mga universities. So maraming dumadayo sa Pilipinas para mag-aral. So itong Thai student na ito ng aking tatay became very close to us. Para siyang naging part ng family namin. Para siyang naging kuya ko.
Okay.
Naging kuya siya ng pamilya namin. Ang tawag niya sa nanay at tatay ko ay nanay at tatay. He became part of our family even if we went to the province to take a vacation, kasama siya. At nakilala siya ng mga pinsan ko, ng mga tiyahin ko. At never in my wildest imagination na several years from that time, I would be the ambassador of the Philippines to Thailand.
Yeah.
So pagdating ko dito, retired na siya. Nakatira na siya sa isang probinsya dito, about 1 hour away by flight from Bangkok. At nadalo ko na siya at yung kanyang asawa, retired na sila sa
Government.
sa isang probinsya. Yung asawa niya was also a student at UP. At sa UP sila nagkita. Pag uwi nila dito sa Thailand, naging mag-asawa sila. And my foster brother, yung aking kuya, si Mu, ang tawag namin sa kanya ay si Mu. Pagbalik niya dito, he was employed by the Energy Generation Authority of Thailand.
Yes.
So in my mind, itong kuryenteng ginagamit natin, somehow my father was able to contribute to that because he educated a Thai student who became employed at IGAT to generate this electricity at hanggang ngayon na-enjoy natin. So, yan yung resulta ng mga people-to-people contacts natin, relations natin. So, ngayong ako na ang ambassador dito, somehow na-reverse na yung situation. Ang mga Filipino educators na ang pumupunta sa Thailand para magturo ng younger generation, Thais. A lot of the 40,000 Filipinos who are working here in Thailand are English teachers. So marami na rin akong na-encounter ng mga Thai nationals who would approach me and tell me that they learned their English from a Filipino English teacher. So yan po ang contribution ng people-to-people ties natin with the Kingdom of Thailand. So, diyan natin makikita kung gaano kahalaga na patuloy tayong nakikisalamuha sa mga Thai people at through education, hindi ba?
Yeah, it's very clear, politics should be set aside. What is more important, as you say, I agree with you, people-to-people contact is more powerful because you immerse yourself to their culture, they immerse to our culture, and we can see it's working.
Yes.
Diba? If we want to achieve peace, this is the people who can really help one another. That's because people to people, they feel appreciated. Set aside the government system, no? Meron sila ibang klaseng sistema, pero for the ordinary people, ang importante, what they learn from one another. May maganda ang memory. That's why I saw there is still hope.
Yes,
diba?
absolutely. Hanggang ngayon po, kahit marami ng bansa ang nauna sa Pilipinas, the fact na ang mga Pilipino ay nakadeploy sa lahat ng corners ng buong mundo, tumutulong, nagko-contribute sa development ng mga bansa na pinagsisilbihan nila ngayon. And this is what I always tell the officials of Thailand. Every time I go, for example, to the provinces and call on the governors, I would always express my pride in the contribution of the Filipinos in the nation building of Thailand. Kung walang Pilipinong teacher ang nagtuturo sa kabataan ng Thailand, hindi sila magiging maunlad na bansa. Kaya I will never discount the contribution now of our overseas Filipinos. Kung kahit nasaan mang bansa sila nagsisilbi, I am sure their contribution is so valuable na pagtanggalin natin ang mga Pilipino kung nasaan man sila ngayon, I'm sure that will negatively affect the country that they're serving in right now. So I will always take pride in whatever contribution our overseas Filipinos are giving to the country that they now call as their second home.
Itutuloy po namin ang aming magandang pag-usapan sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite with Elvira.
Paint the world with love, every shade like the stars up above.
So, Ambassador Tinta, ang maganda kasi, iba-ibang klase ang nakikita natin, overseas Filipino.
Yes.
Like here in ASEAN, mostly teachers, media people,
Yes.
yung mga nagmamando like in Cambodia, the one who is in charge of the news, head of the news is Filipino coming from
managers,
ABS-CBN. So we influence them, not only education, media, no? So tinitingala tayo.
Yes.
When you go to other highly developed country, Singapore, maraming professional. They are the one in the bank, you know, in the health system, di ba? Aside from mga domestic worker, even sa Europe karamihan domestic, pero ang Pilipino can easily sobra. Ngayon, ang daming kinukuha sa atin working in the tourism area, yung kung saan hotels needs our staff, di ba? So what I mean is that we have so much to offer.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
if we are all united,
Yes.
you know, by being outside, you help create a good image of
Yes.
our country.
Correct.
Pagkausap ko mga Italian, mga Spanish,
Yes.
oh, you know, we love the Filipino. Kaya sabi mo, nagsisilbi lang sila. Iba ang Pinoy.
Kahit pa po yung mga yaya natin, ang mga yaya natin, ang turing sa mga amo nila ay parang pamilya. Ang malasakit ng mga yaya natin para sa kanilang mga wards ay parang anak nila. So that's why we are loved by employers all over the world dahil ang malasakit ng Pilipino ay kakaiba.
Iba. May puso. No? And they really, they sacrifice your family back home. Maraming dysfunctional family. But if only these people who were left behind the past, sana ma-realize nila, hindi ganun kadali mahiwalay sa isang pamilya. Di ba? And this is what we are also trying, you know, to tell the family back home, appreciate the sacrifice. Yes, we honor them, sasabihin na kayo ang hero ng ating bansa. But they sacrifice a lot also. Kung alam lang nila, watak, may kabit, may mga gano'n, mabata, nagiging, di ba, hindi pumapasok. Pero nakakaawa talaga. We praise them, we give them honor, but I wish, you know, we can also do a program to help the family back home.
Well,
di ba?
of course, ang ating long-term dream for the country really is for us to develop so that people, Filipinos, need not go out to work, na ang pagtrabaho sa labas ay magiging choice na lamang at hindi pangangailangan. That they could choose between staying behind and working in the Philippines or going abroad. Dahil alam din natin nga, as you mentioned, may social cost din po ang mahiwalay sa pamilya. So, ang pangarap natin para sa ating bansa ay umunlad ang bansa natin para na-absorb na natin ang labor force na hindi na kailangang lumabas ng ating mga Filipino workers at manatili na lamang sa Pilipinas.
Yeah, it's a long dream na sabihin natin, imposible, but it can be possible.
done, yes.
If all sectors of the society work together.
Yes.
Hindi kaya ng gobyerno lamang ang
Correct.
gumalaw. Different kind of NGOs o mga, sabihin natin, lahat kayo gumawa ng paraan, no, para hindi magkaroon ng watak, hindi masayang yung sakripisyo. Hindi sila dollar earner lang para sa ating bansa. Tulungan din natin sila na yung sakripisyo nila by helping the economy of our country, bigay sa mga naiwan nila sa Pilipinas. In your case, you're very lucky because they are all very educated. You put faith, yun ang isang maganda. Sa survey recently, dalawang ang nag-top, family and faith. Yan ang mga in-interview sa mga Pilipino. Anong mas mahalaga sa inyo? pamilya at ang faith nila. And I think our country survived a lot of crisis because Filipino are not that violent, you know. Kundi talagang sasabihin nila, bahala na ang Diyos. But this kind of bahala is really not something, we will not do something, but rather, they still feel, I will do my part to help my family, but I also believe God will take care of them.
Correct.
Diba? Kaya maging ambassador, representing, ikaw ang nanay ng mga, sabihin natin, nanay ng mga Pilipino citizen here. And yung ginagawa mo, you also sacrifice in your own way. Akala nila, pag ambassador, image yan. No, it's not. Ang daming report, tsaka you have to be careful. Ito bang stand ng bansa ko? Di ba? Yan ang isang
stand
mahirap.
ng bansa ay iba sa personal position namin.
Kailangan ma-set aside yun.
Kailangan
diba?
iisa ang ating sinasabi. Kailangan iisa lang ang ating pananaw.
Yes. Yun ang pinakamahirap.
Mahirap din po, yes.
Itutuloy po namin ang aming magandang pag-usapan ni Ambassador Millicent Paredes, Philippine Ambassador to Thailand, kung ano pong pag-uusapan na siya po ang tabayan niyo sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite with Elvira.
Paint the world with love, every shade like the stars up above.
Ambassador Millicent Paredes, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to know you and to feel very proud that we have a very caring, understanding and hardworking ambassador who really truly represent our country. Kasi the image of our country lies on you. No? So kung ano yung pinapakita mo sa Thailand, sa mga Filipino community, doon nila makikita yung misperception nila minsan sa atin, dahil minsan mga news are so biased, ay hindi pala totoo. Diba? Kaya ang role mo as Philippine Ambassador here is not that easy. Nakita natin sa kwento ninyo na ang daming sakripisyo, but you love the work because this is destined to you. Ang maganda kasi sa iyo, yung napaghihiwalay mo ang personal with yung conviction mo with what you stand for the government. I think your parents plays a very important part, yung loyalty, service to the country. So, what do you think will be your message? Kasi nakikita ko, kaya gusto kita interview. We have many good young people. And, we need also to bring them to join the foreign service. But kailan natin yung matitino who is willing to sacrifice. Kasi sa sharing mo, pinakita mo hindi madali. But if you have this determination, if you love your country, you will all take this, sabi natin, challenges, di ba? So, the purpose really sana ma-enlighten sila sa mga sharing mo sa part 1, part 2. So, please give your message to the Filipino generation, sabi natin, Gen Z, yung millennial kids, or Gen Alpha.
Actually, I would like to share a lesson that I learned from a foreign prime minister. Nakinig po ako sa isang talk ng isang foreign prime minister at meron po siyang discussion on what he called enlightened leadership. Ano po ba ang enlightened leadership? Para sa akin, lahat tayo ay leader. But kailangan nating magkaroon nitong enlightened leadership na ito. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? So sabi niya, ang enlightened leadership has 3 components. First is a vision, the second is courage, the third one is compassion. First is a vision. Ano ibig sabihin ng vision? It means being able to bring us from the status quo to a better place. You have that vision of improving our current status quo condition to a better condition. So that's the improvement. Yan po ang vision. Pangalawa is the courage. Without courage to take action, ang vision mo will remain a vision. Hindi mo isakatuparan yung vision mong iyon.
Stagnant.
So you have to have courage to take action. The third component, which is for me is the most important, is compassion.
Yes.
Because sabi niya, the first two, vision and courage, without compassion, could be dangerous. That could make for a dictatorship. Kung meron kang vision to improve and courage to act, wala ka namang compassion without regard for the consequences of your action, then that is not good leadership. So yung compassion is really being able to have the kindness, the empathy, the concern for your fellow men. Lahat ng gagawin mo, pag-iisipan mong mabuti kung ito ba ay may masamang epekto, kung ito ba ay may negative consequences. So, those three elements should come together for an enlightened leadership. Vision, to improve our current condition, courage to take action, and then compassion to make sure that all your actions will redound to the good of everyone, na hindi tayo negatively affected. So for me, lahat po tayo ay leaders in our own way. Hindi po kayo kailangang maging ambassador para kayo ay maging leader. Wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing right now, whatever you are right now, you could be a leader practicing enlightened leadership para maitawid ninyo yung inyong community, yung inyong pamilya, yung inyong whatever group you are in right now, maitawid ninyo from the current status quo to a better place. So for me, lahat po tayo ay binigyan ng opportunity, ng pagkakataon to contribute to the overall good. So sana hindi natin palampasin yung opportunity na yan, na tayo ay makatulong, na tayo ay makakontribute, lalo na sa ating bansang Pilipinas. We should be a model Filipino wherever we are, so that the rest of the world would know the values of the Filipino, the good that the Filipino can contribute not only to the improvement of the country, but to the overall improvement of the entire world. Yan po ang value ng Filipino, na tayo po ay naka-spread out sa buong mundo. Tayo po ay nakaka-contribute sa overall development kung nasaan man tayo. So, that for me, yung pong message ko is we could be that enlightened leader wherever we are, whatever little corner we are. We need not be an ambassador. We need not be the president of the Philippines. We don't need to be the prime minister of the country in order to exercise enlightened leadership. Kailangan lang po meron tayong puso, meron tayong konsyensya, meron tayong integridad. Oh, for me, very, very important ang value of integrity. Because for me, integrity is doing what is right, even if nobody is looking. Simply because we know we have to do right. So, importante din po sa akin ang humility. Because only with humility will you be able to go down and help and really put your own interests aside so that you'll be able to help other people.
By being humble kasi, you learn to receive trust and you can really encourage people to open up.
Yes.
Alam nyo, napakaganda po ng sharing ni Ambassador Millicent Paredes, Philippine Ambassador to Thailand. No? Nakikita ko, I like what she said, sa after 2 episode natin, yung sinasabi niya, enlightened leadership where your vision, courage, and compassion need to be applied. One of our purpose in doing this is because our country is in darkness right now, but there is hope. There is still light. All of you can be the light of our country regardless of your position. We just have to use your courage, your vision, your integrity, everything, your compassion, You have to understand what our country is undergoing for you to be able to contribute. But don't think hindi naman ako affected. I'm not going to do anything. Andiyan naman si Ambassador. No, it's not. All of us can be the light of our country, starting from the family, taking care of your family, be a father, mother to them, even though it has proven kahit malayo kayo sa isa, with the technology around, with the Zoom that we have, nothing is impossible. So, walang excuse, action. Kailangan din po natin, may action kayo, at wag matakot. Pero it should not be violent. Ito lang gusto natin sabihin na, we want change, but don't use violent, Kailangan pa rin, tulungan natin in a non-violent way, how to awaken. And sabihin na kung ano man yung problema, masosolve yan. We just need to put our act together, turuan ang mga pamilya nyo the right value. Lalo naman kung ikaw ay teacher, huwag nyo encourage ang mga estudyante to take up arms. Just like what happened in Myanmar, in other country, hindi po tayo ganun. May pag-asa ating bansa because of our faith. And tulungan din natin ang Philippine Embassy all over the world because they are facing a lot of question also because of what is happening country. Each one of us should share whatever we can. Kahit maliit, nag-i-spread yan. Hindi kailangan grande. Ang importante, alam mo ang gusto mo, you have the courage to take action, but you have to feel, ito bang pulso ng ating bayan. Hindi porke galit ang bayan, sasama ka na. No. Think of what is the best. As long as there is already step being taken na binabago, tulungan natin silang magbago. I think hope is very much alive in our country because we have good people. Kaya ang calling natin ngayon, kung kayo sa tingin niyo you want to serve our country and entering foreign service is really para sa inyo. Take the courage to take the exam, be trained kasi kailangan po tayo ng ating bayan na who really cares, love, and can do something. Hindi ninyo hahayaan yung angking talino na binigay ng Diyos sa inyo para iserve ang iba, kundi umpisahan sa ating bayan. Sana nagustuhan po ninyo ang episode namin hanggang sa muli. Kung sino pa po ang i-interviewin natin, malalaman po ninyo sa susunod na linggo dito po sa programa ng Power to Unite with LB.
Power to unite, bless her now with heaven's grace. May her days be crowned with mercy, till we see you face to face. Power to unite. Today we thank you for the gift her life has spun. Glory be to God the Father, through the Spirit in the Son.